Table view window. The first step in designing a test is to make different states of the test in table view window. This means that to simulate fault state, it is necessary to inject signal several stages and receive feedback. Every stage of the test is showed on this window in the form of a table named state, and each state is made of several components. To open the table view window, it is possible to use View menu or the toolbar at the top of the page. In the first party of every state, RMS value, phase and frequency of the outputs of the device which are selected in hardware configuration part are specified. In the first column of this part, the RMS value of the outputs of the device is specified. The maximum allowed value is determined in limit section in test object page. In the second column, the phase of the output signals of the device is specified, which can be between 0 to 360 degrees. Also, in the third column, the frequency of the output signals of the device are specified, which can be between 0 to 1.5 kHz. If DC signal is needed, the frequency should be specified as 0. In the bin out section, the open or closed state of binary outputs of the device is determined in accordance with the user's wish. In the trigger section, the conditions of a state completion are determined, which can be based on time by pressing space button by the user and also based on receiving a specified signal from the relay or a combination of all three of these conditions. It is necessary to consider these 2 points. The first point in this section, it is only possible to set a time and to change the settings related to pressing the space button or receiving a specific signal. You should go to Detail View window. The second point, these conditions have OR logic with each other. This means that if several conditions are met, if one of them is true, the current state ends. In the next section, the type of state is determined, which can be selected from the available drop-down list. Note that each of these types is described in Detail View section. In bin input section, the momentarily receivable state of signal on every activated binary input is specified. In the comments section, any important note about each state is recorded by the user. Note that entering information in this section is only possible in Detail View page. Right-click on Table View window, RMS value column. By right-clicking on any column of the Table View window, a list containing several options opens. Each of these options is designed for a specific purpose. After right-clicking on the column related to RMS value, by selecting nominal value, the amount of current and voltage in each cell is changed to specified nominal values in device block in test object page. By selecting 0, it is possible to set all the set value to 0. If the user wishes the voltage or current in all three phases to be equal to the selected cell value, they can select the equal magnitudes option. The 100% load option is used for changing the current to nominal value. The 50% load option is used for changing the current to half of the nominal value, and the unloaded option is used for changing the current to 0. Note that by selecting any of these options, the voltage is changed to the nominal value. If the user copies the values of voltage and current by right-clicking in Vector View window and selecting Copy to Clipboard by selecting Paste from Vector View Clipboard in Table View window, they can paste these values in their intended state. Link to Xtrio option enables the user to relate the value of voltage, current, phase or frequency to any desired parameter in Xtrio. By selecting these options, Link to Xtrio window opens where the desired parameter can be selected. For example, in the Xtrio tree diagram in Rio section, in nominal value branch in device block, the IN parameter is selected. Also, it is possible to multiply the selected parameters by a specific value, or add it to a specific value which is finally displayed in the box at the bottom. On the top right of this window, it is possible to search a parameter. By checking Filter by Sender Unit on the left, all Xtrio parameters which have the same unit with the selected parameter in sequencer are marked. After linking the intended voltage, you can see that the selected cell is turned purple, which indicates that this cell is linked with a value from the Xtrio. By selecting Go to Link Value on the General Test Object page, we can see to which parameter in Xtrio the selected parameter in sequencer is linked. If the user does not wish the parameter to be linked to Xtrio, it is possible to remove the link by selecting the Remove Link option. Phase column. By right-clicking on this column and selecting Line Angle, the angles of the selected voltage or current will equal with angle value of transmission line. It is possible to view and adjust this value in Distance block in Test Object page. By selecting 0, it is possible to set the selected voltage or current to 0. If the user wishes to have the minimum amount of received current in the beginning of voltage injection, by selecting 90-degree option, the phase of the injected voltage is set to 90 degrees. Balance angle option is selected for each cell. The related signal is selected as a reference signal and other phases are set to a degree with 120 degrees, degree of difference with the reference signal. The reverse rotation option does the same in counterclockwise. This means that if this option is selected for a cell, regardless of this phase value, 120 degrees is added to the next phases respectively. Frequency column. By selecting the nominal value from the options available for this column, the frequency value in each cell is changed to its nominal value in the device block in the test object page. By selecting DC, the frequency is changed to 0 and it is possible to produce DC signal. If the user wishes all the frequency values to be equal, the equal frequency option can be used. By selecting this option for any cell, the frequency of other signals is set equal to the selected cell. Link frequency links all values of the frequencies with each other. This means that if one of the frequencies is changed, the other frequencies change the same amount, as well as all the signals will always have the same frequency. If you need signals with different frequencies, you should uncheck this option. Decaying signals. If you wish to create DC decaying signal, after setting the frequency to 0, it is possible to enter the time constant in the pace column. As you know, the relation of a decaying signal is written as A times e to the power of minus t multiplied by t. In this relation, A is amplitude while t is the opposite of time constant. This means that the number you enter is the t.